One of the reasons why you may be struggling with swimming faster with less effort is lack of spatial and physical awareness. In this video, I'm going to show you a simple drill that you can do to help incorporate a better feel of the water so you know how to position yourself correctly. Hey swimmers, welcome back to the Swim Bites channel. I'm Coach Mandy, and today's quick tip video is how to start improving your physical and spatial awareness in the water to overall help improve your swim technique. Now, before I get started, if you are new to the channel or you've been watching my content, be sure to hit the subscribe button below. That way you stay notified for new and exciting content weekly. All right, let's get into detail of how to start improving your awareness in the water.
One point that's important to address before swimming all strokes, especially freestyle, is actually going into a streamline position and physically collapsing the center of your body line, as you see here. Once you feel that collapsing and the resistance that you create from doing so, you will then work on engaging your center or your core and restabilizing your body line. So you can practice this in a streamlined position, first getting into the correct position, and then as you see here, I'm letting go of my center completely. So there's no core engagement. It feels like my lower back is arching, and I immediately feel resistance on my upper body as well as on my legs. So you want to go through this with the purpose of feeling what it's like to completely collapse your body line. After you feel this position and the resistance you create, the next step is to readjust whether you push off the bottom of the pool and start again, or within the same position, and you want to feel complete lengthening of your body line and your core engaged. Ideally, you want to feel your body line on the surface, a little bit of air on your back, and also on your hips, as you see in this freeze frame. So again, taking a couple of lengths of streamlined position, feeling what it's like to collapse the body line, feeling the resistance you create, followed by correcting it, repositioning and rebalancing yourself, and feeling the engagement from your center. So now that you're starting to see this in a streamlined position, there's a way to apply this in your freestyle practice. So if you keep watching, you'll see exactly how to incorporate this in order to improve your freestyle extension. So the next step is you're going to swim freestyle like you normally do, except after a few strokes, you want to, with intention, extend way up high, too high. Hands above your shoulder line, as high as you can reach them. Feel what happens to your body position, and then you will correct it. So again, you're going to start off swimming as you normally do. And in this position, just so you can see a comparison, my arm is slightly angled down, not too steep and not too high either, and it doesn't affect my body line. I actually am able to engage my core very easily in this position because my arms aren't getting in the way. Then you want to proceed by extending up too high. So right here, you see immediately my body line drops just from changing the angle of the extension of my arm, slightly. Now with that, you want to feel exactly what happens to your body line. You need to experience what that is. And then once you do for a few strokes, you will adjust to the correct position and feel the difference between the two positions. Here's from a different view so you can see how smooth the extension of my arms are from the beginning, followed by intentionally extending up and collapsing my body line. And you can see immediately everything drops, and then readjusting back, you can see how I'm able to get my body line back on the surface. It's important to go through each movement because by extending your arms too high, you get to feel what it's like to completely collapse your body line. And you could have a level of this in your own technique and you wouldn't even realize it until you go through this position here. So by extending up too high and really collapsing your center, feeling an exaggerated part of the stroke in the wrong position, and then correcting it will help you address maybe where you have some issues in your own technique and you feel like you're not moving as far forward as you should. And then if you're able to readjust and feel the difference from that readjustment. So here I'm extending down and I feel immediately my body line pops back up. And this is how I know without a doubt that my arms are extended in the correct position. Okay, so now you're going to put it all together. So you're going to start off by extending too high, as you see here, then too steep, feel the resistance, followed by finishing what feels like extending right in the middle of those two extremes. I'm going to show you this again. So first, after you push off, you're going to take a few strokes by extending too high up. That's wrong. Okay, you'll feel it right away. Clearly, you see here, my whole body line collapses. It's just not how you want to extend your arms in freestyle. It comes at a huge expense, but you need to feel this first. Then, after you feel that, you're going to take a few strokes where you extend way too steep. So it's also wrong to go too steep. It feels very awkward. You'll feel a lot of resistance on your arms. You will also feel a block in your rotation, as you see here, but you need to go through those two extremes. So too high, too low, as you see in this freeze frame right here, finished by what feels like right in the middle. The extension feels right in the middle of those two extremes. Now, what I'm experiencing here at this point, you see my body line's nice and on the surface. It's completely neutral. I feel zero resistance, zero on my arms, okay, and my body line. Okay, so the experience I have after those two extremes, it feels like I'm slipping through the water. That's how you know it's correct. And you will know once you go through this range. So the key is, if you feel a lot of resistance, chances are you're in the wrong position. You should feel minimal resistance. The experience feels like you're slipping through the water. Just as you see here. It feels smooth. You don't feel any disturbance. You don't feel loud splashing. It's not tiring. But in order to do so, you have to go through this range and feel what it's like to extend too high, too low, and right in the middle.
Okay, swimmers, the next time you go to the pool, let me know how it goes in the comments below. And if you're watching this video and you're starting to understand that there's a different approach to help you have a better feel of the water, and you're really looking to be serious about improving your swim practice, hit the pinned comments below and join my SwimVice program today. This quick tip video is just a little preview of what I have to offer within the platform. There's also other courses on other strokes, turns, and treading water, and so much more. You can also go to swimvice.com for more resources to help with your swim training. All right, swimmers, enjoy your practice, and I will see you all next week.